As a biracial woman with a black mom and a white dad, I've noticed that like monoracial black men, when they try to seek me out and they specifically don't date anyone darker than me, they have these three things that I notice that they do. And so like the first thing I notice is when I tell them that they ask me a very common question is like, oh, where are you from? Like, what's your background? And I say I'm mixed, like biracial. And the first thing they'll be like is, which one is black? Which one is white? When I tell them my mom is black and my dad is white, it's like their eyes just glaze over. They're like, oh, fuck. Like, it just seems like they're disappointed, you know? And so they'll either just stop talking to me or they'll continue trying. And then when they continue talking to me, I notice a second thing. The second thing they do is, so now they realize my mom is not white. So they cannot triangulate me with black women. They cannot use black women to, make me feel better about myself. They can't talk shit about her and be like, oh yeah, black women have this, black women, and that's why you're up here. And no, they can't do that. So they do the next best thing they could possibly think of, and that's triangulate me with white women. They'll try to use white women to make me jealous. One guy I was talking to, right? This was like my third time hanging out with him. He got jealous that I was getting attention from the people around him. So the next place we went to, it was like a marathon type of thing. We were like doing after parties and we ended up in the next spot, and he introduced me to this girl. She was a white woman, and I didn't think much. I was just okay, hi. Later on, he revealed the fact that he brought her around because that was his ex and he wanted to make me jealous. And then he said, and I quote, "And I know you felt intimidated by her." And the funny part was I didn't. Because one, I didn't know that was your ex. Two, we were chopping it up. Everything was cool. But that's how some of these black men will try to operate when, especially trying to make another woman jealous, they will try to use, if they can't use a black woman, they're going to use the white woman. So I've had situations like that. I've had another situation like that too, where a guy invited me out and I could tell he liked white women. He had a Russian ex. And he was an old ass Haitian man that I did not like. We were not dating. I was a guest. He invited me to an event. I was his guest, not a date. He was like, you can mingle. I'm not the jealous type. And it was like, I don't know why you tell me that, because I'm not your girlfriend. You shouldn't be the jealous type. I'm talking to whomever. I start hitting it off with, these white people, and he's talking to white women. Any white woman he could chase after, he's chasing that white tail. Okay, go king. But after the party, he starts getting mad saying, yeah, that you seek, I could tell you seek white approval. This is why I will never bring, after saying that, he said, this is why I will never bring non-white women around to a party again because you're so ungrateful, blah, 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 blah. Meanwhile, if I was any darker than I was, he would not even pay me no mind. He probably wouldn't have invited me to the party if I wasn't mixed. Going to, to the third thing is when they see you, they'll try to project, like the guy did, he projected how he feels about white people onto me. When their preference has their own preference, they will project, oh, you gonna go chase the pink dick. You like this, da da da. Meanwhile, all he's ever had was pink punani. I don't think he's ever probably been with a monoracial black woman. So they'll try to project it onto you. And so watch how they get when their preference does not prefer them.